Hello everybody, here's Dogan, Simon, and today we're gonna go watch the first episode of Chainsaw Man. 2022. It's based on the manga of course, Tatsuki Fujimoto. So I hope that this is gonna be great. I didn't read a work of Tatsuji Fujimoto, but I know that he makes also his other work is very well known, and it's called Fire Punch. I didn't read it either, but I am gladly would so later on. When we're gonna watch this anime, after we're gonna watch every episode, I'm gonna read the manga immediately after to see what's changed and what they did in the anime, etc. I also just gonna do it because I'm very interested in the original work always of the author, of the things they watch mostly. If stated that I'm not interested in like manga, then I won't read it. But I mostly read the manga always after watching the anime. I was thinking if I gonna like watch one episode, read one volume or one chapter. But then I decided that there's probably are some changes, and I think I hear that there's some cutout stuff like from Berserk, and in the adaptation of Berserks. So I don't want to get spoiled on Chainsaw Man, and I rather watch the whole anime, 12 episodes or 13, and then we can the 12 episodes, and then we can deal with it later on. I think that sounds reasonable. So yeah, after we watch immediately after you like subscribe to Patreon, etc. We probably are up ahead with Chainsaw Man reactions there. When you watch it on YouTube, then of course this it's up ahead on Patreon, so subscribe to it. Just $5 a month. That's all you had to do to like get it. And well, if you want other benefits, there are other tiers, so check it out. But yeah, that's what I would say for today. What I gonna do. So yeah, like I'm saying, immediately after watching the anime, I'm gonna check out the manga. So don't worry about that. I'm not one of these people who just like don't care about the source material. I care. I want to see always what the adaptation changed and what this add, etc. So yeah, let's see what we're gonna do today. Okay, so I hope that this is gonna be enjoyable to you to watch and for me to watch. So let's check out Chainsaw Man episode 1, called Dog and Chainsaw. Is of course done by Mappa, so I'm interested. Mappa does a lot of times a great animations. I heard they were doing like a Vinland Saga, which I didn't read or watch either. So if you're interested in that, then you can check out. They also do Attack on Titan, but I am gonna be honest with you, I am not a big fan of Attack on Titan. I didn't watch it fully. I dropped it, and I didn't regret it. Yeah, you can hate me now, but let's check out Chainsaw Man and what it has to offer for us to see. So let's watch the first episode of Chainsaw Man. Let's go. Officer or property or whatever else, but yeah, that was a very interesting episode, wasn't it? That was Chainsaw Man episode 1. So yeah, Pochita Denji is lonely and depressed. He wants to warm for other people, which he's probably gonna get after this episode. Of course, this is only 12 episode anime, so the story progression is gonna be faster. I hope that it's gonna dwell a little more maybe in the manga. But it's also shonen kinda more than seinen manga, so yeah, it was in a weekly shonen jump, so I wonder. Now I'm not surprised by the brutality, like some people may say. I fucking know Berserk is one of my favorite mangas. I don't know, maybe the favorite one. One of my favorite works of fiction, truly, in the whole world, for sure, because of the character work and the writing of them by Miura Sensei. Rest in peace. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I also seen more fucked up shit through internet when I was younger and in real life. So brutality never really concerns me, nor like wow. Sometimes I do, but like it doesn't really like matter to me. What matters to me is truly the story and the character writing, and I hope this is gonna be great. And that's all I really care about, not really the way the story is written. Maybe I mean I care about that too, but I mostly care about the characters, because if the characters are boring and I don't give a fuck about them, then I don't care about watching the story anymore, right? For now, I like Denji. I think he's gonna be an interesting vessel for the story to tell. So I'm really interested in what's gonna happen next. Okay, so let's see before. Okay, mute, so we won't get copyright. I mean, probably will be anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. Okay, so we had. Okay, Denji opens up with talking about the job for money, 60k yen for chopping trees. Not very suitable for him because he is in debt. He sold already his kidney. Okay, we're gonna just write that. Denji sold kidney. Just in case if this is gonna be relevant to the plot maybe later on. And it's not just like a shock value and funny gag right now. I hope it's gonna have some relevancy in the plot later on. I hope. Just sold kidney for 1.2 million. Okay. The right height is 30k. But I assume that he has an eye now, like the Pochita replaces every organ in his body, I guess. Because he has now both eyes from I see. I like really the, I like the background painted a little, but the camera work here was a little like weird. I like the shading and the lighting in the scenes in this anime. It's really beautiful. It's really nice. It's not something the craziest I ever seen, but it's very nice to look at. That's for sure. We are introduced to, of course, Denji. He walks out and he says that he sold for 30k eye and one testicle. But for how much? Oh, he doesn't remember. And one testicle. We don't know if it's the left one or right one, but it's very interesting. For less than 100. Okay. So yeah, he doesn't really may have a great deal, I guess, for that, but sure. I mean, you now when you're gonna have a relationship, you're gonna like work with one ball producing the semen. So one ball is gonna be overworked. Okay, whatever. Remaining debt 38 million is in debt, and that's 38.4 million. They don't say how much, what is the currency, but I assume it's yen. Because it's in Japan. So yeah, okay. Essentially per million and 38.12 million. Yeah. I wonder if that's the like 120 like yens, like little, I don't know how they, like cents, I don't know how it's in the yen it's called. I wonder if that's gonna be a a plot point later on. Okay, so we have some payments here over, so he paid huh. So his debt go up by 25. Interesting. Why it went up? It's like 0.75 and now it's 100 and now it's 40. So okay, so he paid like 60,000 for something. Interesting. We have a demon. They had demons. Tomato devil. We don't see him really kill it that much, but yeah, we are introduced to the opening, which I'm gonna maybe analyze later on in the series. I don't really want to focus on it right now, because maybe there's gonna be spoilers, and if I'm gonna like do whatever the fuck is going on there, I may spoil myself more and more. I didn't do it with Evangelion either. I did like just watch it, and I just see new things every time I watch it, but I don't really want to like frame by frame, because I think there's gonna be some spoilers and I may assume some other stuff. We don't know this guy fucking name, but he was in debt. No, he's not really in debt money wise, but he's gonna be in debt emotionally wise maybe, and life wise to this character that saved him, offered him either get killed or work for me, essentially. The character that gives me this woman that gives Griffith vibes, you know, like I am your savior, you belong to me, and then it's like how much truly I am your friend. How much I am truly your friend, how much truly I am like lost into being your friend, and how truly I am just using you to get through my dream, my goals. Well, that's another conversation for Berserk videos about the relationship with Guts and Griffith, because it's a deep one. And Casca, the trio is always was the best. Thankfully, there's other great characters like Farnis, Serpico now, Isidro even shines. So yeah, and Puck is great, and Ivalera is also nice character. But especially Farnis in the writing. She shines a lot, and Serpico shines with him because of relationship with her. But okay, whatever. Our dude gets paid for that, but he of course they steal the money from him and blah blah. From 100, he was saying like 100k, like 400k. 470k for him, and then they paying the debt, and they just left him 1,800 yen, which is not much, but it's more than nothing, right? For a piece of toast today. Well, yeah. And then we learn that he's gonna do everything for the money, so he eats the cigarette, and I'm saying it reminds me of the scene with Giorno in part 5 of anime. It was very interesting. Of course he did it, but he didn't swallow it, just like Giorno didn't. Okay, whatever, spoilers for that show. He spit it out. Giorno did it a little cooler, but sure. Devils, okay. Huge debt, owned by father. The Devil Hunter will never lift the corpse. To us, okay. Denji won't fight back, he just like give up. That's what they were saying later on. Interesting is that well, they drove to him, they drive to him, and you know. So we learned from that well that his father, he owns the debt. He pays off the debt for after his death father to these loan sharks, essentially, I guess. But we still don't know why he owns so much debt. For what? It's very interesting. So yeah, I want to check out that later. Denji kind of sells off his dignity for money, but he still keeps it on. He just like fools them, but he plays off that he doesn't have any dignity left, and he's just a fool being used for whatever they want him to be used for. We have some interactions with Pochita. It's interesting because he paid him 100 yen and didn't worry for the food. He lives in like this abandoned shack, I guess. Maybe that's his old home. Who knows? With Pochita. Interesting. He lost his father pretty young, I assume. And they want the debt. Denji speaks about his dream about hugging women and being in a relationship, feeling the warmth of another human being because he's all alone. That's essentially it. He's just all alone in this world and he wants to feel the warmth of other human beings, especially women, because he's attracted sexually to a woman. And I was saying, like before and during the reactions, like every other man, a lot of men have this, dream to have the warmth of someone else because we feel alone. It's very nice that this show is kind of touching on a mindset of a human, especially on humans, especially men, that we don't want to be alone. Well, women also probably feel the same, but a mindset of women and men are slightly different a lot of times. We focus on different things than woman does. I mean, sometimes there's merch and etc., and sometimes they will think the same ways, but mostly we focus on different things that the women are not big deal, and to us some stuff is not big deal and to them is. Of course it needs to be like 17k to the deals, etc. But yeah, he wants to feel the warmth or love, and he wants to feel loved. So of course woman, he never had a relationship with a woman. I think it's also maybe because he lost his mother very young, probably even younger than when he lost his father. So he doesn't have he has the mommy issues. He doesn't have warmth from love from mother, so he wants to replace it with another woman love. And now that he's at this age, I assume it's because he wants to do it with other person in a sexual relationship and romantic relationship between each other. Okay. We find Demon and it's like two characters at the lowest. He needs to pay debt for the father because they don't give a fuck that he died. We don't know how he died. I assume maybe he committed suicide for his debt. I don't know. Kill yourself if you can't pay the amounts. Go back or solicit. Okay. Two characters at the lowest together here. Pochita and Denji meet each other and they help each other survive in this life. He had some vision here, I think. He's done with life, so he wants to be killed. Yeah. But the devil can't really kill you because he is damaged himself. And it's blessing and a curse because, well, you are fucked, but at least you're gonna get help to how to get money, I assume. Which is very interesting, isn't it? He's dying too. Like you dying in your mind. You are dying in your mind. You're not dying physically maybe yet, but you're dying in your mind. Already you are dead man walking, essentially. And this is your golden opportunity to live. He has a vision of himself being hanged, I guess. Or maybe this was his father. God damn it. Okay, we have some image of person hanging, so I assume it maybe is a vision of Denji hanging himself and getting it over with this debt, or maybe it's a how you would say it was his father that truly did kill himself because he couldn't pay the debt and was depressed of that, maybe because of his wife's death. He never got over it, and that's maybe what happened. Interesting story. I wonder if that's a vision he has of himself, or maybe of his father, or maybe of both. That he's gonna just go into the footsteps of his father, and maybe that's why he doesn't want to die, because he, you know. So I don't really want to die, because he doesn't want to go to the footsteps of his father. I guess he doesn't want to give up on life. But he makes a deal with the devil to, you know, essentially a devil with a demon. So yeah, the assumption was right. He makes a deal with the demon to save his life and save the life of the demon. So it's exchange of goods, but also the demon will help him to, survive, make a living out of killing the demons, paying the debt, I guess. Living, not really living, but paying off the debt. Which essentially means that Denji doesn't need to kill himself or whatever to pay it off or whatever, to just have peace. He may have a little bit of peace, and the demon survives because of Denji blood. We have these fuckers. They are like killing demon hunters for hire, I guess, and they kill demons for money, and they pay each other by selling off the demon parts on the black market or whatever. Very interesting that in this world it's like acceptable that there are demons or whatever. He already had his first kill here. Interesting. Denji kills first when he is a kid. Okay, so he makes a deal with them, yada yada. He dreams about the toasts. He coughs blood. I guess it's from the hunger maybe and some disease, because we get some explosion here. So I assume it's some heart disease. And later, Pochita replaces his heart and then talks to him through his head, I guess. Because Denji, like, she died because of heart disease, and he's now coughing blood. So I guess assume he's gonna have a heart disease, maybe because of the whatever illness, you know, from being malnourished and etc. His mom died of heart problems. So like I was saying, he probably doesn't have any relationship with women because of his mother's death, so he wants to replace that with love from another woman. Now, because he's older, he wants to do it with someone in a romantical way and sexual way. The guy comes to him to do his work. Of course, we later find out that he was being controlled by some motherfucker. Denji wants to dream that he's gonna have a better life later on in life, which kind of maybe he will. He's abducted into this factory, whatever, and they and it's like he's being attacked here by the zombie. He gets stabbed pretty deep through together. They say Yakuza, so I don't know. Maybe they are Yakuza truly. They wanted to make money, etc., but I guess they kinda overthink it, because the devil, like some demon take over them, and they are fucked anymore. The debt doesn't really exist anymore. They get zombified because of the demon and his promise of giving them power, whatever bullshit. He's very merciful of just like not eating him alive, but just like tearing him apart, I guess, which truly was better option because he survived and could be merged with Pochita. and that was it. He's followed, of course, and being chopped, slashed into a pile. Very brutal scene. Nice. Can't get out. Then up. We have, of course, some flashback and like a flag of session before, but if something gonna happen, he cares about Pochita so much that he is ready to sacrifice himself for Pochita, which is very notable. He doesn't really want to live, and he's ready to like sacrifice his body for Pochita to live a better life, so he can live in this town and can live as a normal person and just having peace in life. That's just the way he wants it truly, but he can't because of the debt. And I assume they would just find him and kill him or whatever. He merges with him with like the cables, I guess, some like mechanical thing. Yeah, and Denji was decapitated, of course, but he's now no longer. They have a conversation in the head, so I assume later on we're gonna have a lot of conversation between Pochita and Denji in his head. And yeah, there's action scene, of course, which was very nice. Nothing really that crazy about. And it's there's a nice commentary here by Denji that these people were already, you know, rich and they wanted more. Some people have more, they had life, they had more than him, but they still wanted more. And he just wants to have a normal life as a human being. Nothing more, nothing crazy, no Porsche, Ferrari, whatever, no mansions, etc. So he's disgusted by that, I guess. But he also said that he wanted a better life. A little struggling with that, but later on admits that he has a dream also, so it doesn't really matter. It's not a bad thing to dream, so he's saying essentially that what they did wasn't really bad because they had a dream to accomplish well, but they failed, of course, and whatever. And because of the father, we have some vision of the grave of the father. Then, pop! He is the Chainsaw Man, which is a very nice looking character design. I really liked it. Hell yeah, this is very great. It's an amazing fucking design of the character. And we have the action scene. He survives and he's getting taken over by the feds, I guess, the police for now. Very interesting episode, very interesting stuff, very straightforward, nothing really to analyze over and over, I guess. No, there's no like deeper meanings yet, other than what I said. I hope there's gonna be more and more into the future, and I'm very interested in how this series is gonna progress. The action scene was nice, but like I say, I am more for the character work than the action scenes, even though I like them. And especially if the action scene is great because of the character writing, making it great, then it's amazing. Like, you know, I don't know, Shibusawa fighting Kiryu at the end of Yakuza 0. That's a great moment because it's of the writing of this character and what he accomplished through the story, and it just feels earned. This moment feels earned and grateful to watch. So that's all I want to say. That's all I want to do and see from this anime. Next episode gonna be called Arrival in Tokyo. So I am really interested in what's gonna be there and what's gonna be happening there. I'm very happy about this episode and how it came out. I hope you like my reaction or whatever. I liked watching this, and I hope I'm gonna enjoy more of Denji adventure in Chainsaw Man and Pochita. I really like this episode, so yeah, there is like, you know, it's not like, oh, I'm indifferent about the first episode. If a first episode makes a great impression on me and I'm already kind of hooked on the character of Denji, then that means probably gonna be great. Thank you all for watching. Hope you liked the reaction, etc. Hope to see you next time, on the channel. If you want to see more of the Chainsaw Man faster, then go on the Patreon, $5 or whatever other tiers there are for it to be better. Go subscribe. You can watch it all right now. More episodes. Probably we are on episode like 4 or 5 if you see this already on YouTube. So yeah, there's other series like Samurai Jack and Evangelion. There's gonna be probably Mandalorian there down the line. Yeah, that's it. Thank you all for coming and watching me. I hope you like the reaction. Hope you like the analyzing me, some of this stuff. And I hope I can do more of it in the future. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Have a nice night. Have a nice life. Goodbye.